Gullner, Executive Director at Temple Israel, here with construction corner number 12. Well on our way to completing some of our primary spaces. East Gallery's done, talk about that. Social hall's done. Restrooms are in progress. Bridal's in progress. All happening really quickly. Little piece of housekeeping before we continue. Had a comment from a member said, Mark, make sure you're putting your construction hat on the right way every time. So this is for you. Here it is, the construction hat. That's the back of it. That's the front of it. We're gonna put it on the right way. Now I feel better. So really the theme for today, Genesis 1:3, let there be light. We got light everywhere. One of the things that we loved about our spaces in terms of light is we provided our members with two options. The lights can be on or the lights can be off. I've spoken a lot about the dynamic lighting in all of our spaces. East Gallery, you now have the ability to control the light however you want it, depending on the amount of light. Obviously, that's coming in naturally from these beautiful windows off on my right-hand side. As we get into the social hall, all of the dynamic lighting has been installed. I know Jason has some B-roll, but I want to show you exactly some of the capabilities that it has for us. So all the new carpet's been laid out here. It's all been cleaned. We had our first event here last weekend, and it was just stunning with all the decorations. So the Edelson Wax Social Hall is now complete. All of the carpet is down. You can see, as I spoke about in a previous video, the edge of the entire space is a different carpet than the middle. A really neutral carpet here. And I think if Jason gets close enough, you can actually see sort of the squares in the carpet. I'll ask him to sort of scroll down. One of the real important reasons that we did that is we encourage people to have a great time in here, but oftentimes that time equals a mess. Stains, etc., are really able to be fixed quickly and easily because of these carpet tiles to make sure that this space stays as clean and fresh as we all want it to. Ordered a lot of excess carpet for all of our spaces so that we can switch out all of these carpet tiles. As I've been talking about for a number of videos, we'll walk a little bit quickly. We put in some really great lighting in here that gives anyone the ability to control not only the temperature of the light, but the color of the light. This is a Lutron system. Don't watch, I'll enter the code. I know my kids watch, and if they see me enter the code, they'll be in here playing with these lights all the time. So if you just sort of look at the front of the house, all of the lights can be controlled individually, but if you wanted to change the color of the lights to basically any color that the eye can see, you can do that directly from this screen very simply with a touch of a button. Not only do we have the ability to control all of the lights together, but each one of the individual sections, whether it's on the walls or on the sconces, can be controlled also individually. It really provides the flexibility for all of our renters. Let's take a look at the sconce and watch how the change in color sort of affects that space. Can we see it? Can we see it? It's captured. There we go. The sconce lights there on the sides, and we can capture basically any piece of lighting that we want to throughout the entire social hall. If you look up in the cove in particular, you can see the dynamic change that we can create just with that space. It really is going to provide some amazing flexibility for our renters, whether it's a wedding or bar mitzvah. We're really excited to host the Yom HaShoah community event here next month. Whatever it is that you want to do in this space, we'll be able to create sort of a mood for you in whatever you're trying to achieve. So again, this space is now complete. The HVAC has all been installed. The new carpet has all been installed. All of the lights have been updated. And one of the things I talked about before, which is a little bit difficult to see, each of the acoustic panels which is surrounding the room have been professionally cleaned. All the detail work has been completed in the ceiling with new 4x4 tiles. So this room is ready to go. From a previous video, these doors weren't here, so we've put the doors back on as we get ready to finish these other spaces. This carpet will trail out in this hallway over the next week, so we'll be able to link the social hall back again with our foyer, and then the wood structure that you see out there will be coming down in the next week as well. As we travel into the men's room, we can see that all of the flooring and tile work has been completed in here, and I believe that they are just putting in the new toilet partitions. Really nice new toilet partitions. One of the things that we love about it is it's going to be floor to ceiling. Of course, there will be gap on top and bottom, but they should really enhance the space. And our architects did a great job picking out this color and these partitions. Another one of the questions I got actually is, are we going to get new toilets both in the men's and the women's bathroom? And the answer is yes. Yep, you can see the new urinals have been installed here. One for our smaller people and one for our larger people. And then they're finishing up all of the HVAC in here as well. So this will all be done over the next 7 to 10 days as we get ready to welcome the Linder family for their wedding in the 15th of this month. We'll continue back around here, see what's going on in the bridal suite, which will be another sort of key feature. As I mentioned in the last film, in the next 10 days we'll be finishing this space up, and then we'll move directly into the Danziger Chapel. The Danziger Chapel has already been framed with the new walls. The new windows have been started to be cut in, but over the next 6 weeks or so, we'll finish up that space. All the lighting has been installed in there, the HVAC, everything basically that will be behind the walls has been completed. So now we just sort of got to put all the finishes together. Another question I got is, do we have all of the things here? And the answer is yes. We hear a lot about tariffs, we hear a lot about shipping. All of the things for the first phase of the project, which again is our holy spaces as well as the bathrooms and the bridal, have all been purchased and are for the most part on site. One exception to that, Jerusalem stone. Long way to travel for the Jerusalem stone as it's coming from Jerusalem. It's on its way, not here yet. We can see the partitions on the floor. They won't remain there. Eventually they will go up on around the room as they should. But in here we've got, finishing up the HVAC, you can see the slots for where the partitions eventually will go. And as I mentioned before, beautiful new Toto toilets, etc. That will be finishing up the space, new countertop, new everything. Except maybe we got to get a new drinking fountain, I think, too, out of here. As we walk across the bridal suite, what they finished in here is the tile as well as actually the coat rack, which wasn't here before. And they've started to lay the countertop down. Jason just wants to maybe step back here. You can see all of the new tile work in the bathroom, which is just going to be really nice. If you can get it, I know things plugged in, maybe make a turn around, Jason. So obviously this is a mirror. One of the things that's great about this mirror, as well as the mirrors that we're putting on the wall in the bridal suite, is they're all backlit individually. Instead of all of that overhead light that's needed to see everybody, all of the mirrors in this space will be backlit with their own individual lights. As we walk out here, I'll sort of show you where they are. You can see the 3 outlet holes higher than the shelf. Those will be for the mirrors, and then underneath we'll put in the electrical that will be recessed into the wall so that as brides plug in hair dryers, etc., we won't have a bunch of cords running everywhere. So a lot of activity over the last 7 days. We're really speeding up construction here over the next 10 days so we can finish these spaces and then get in the Danziger Chapel. So we've been doing this construction corner every week for 12 weeks now. I've really enjoyed providing this to our members, and I hope that you've also enjoyed seeing it. We'll do the next 2-week construction corners, and then I want to give everyone a heads up, we'll probably take a break for a week as they sort of catch up on the chapel. I want to make sure that when I do these construction corners, you're able to see progress, etc., and some of the work we have in the chapel won't be as noticeable in a week-by-week basis. So before I start to get emails that says, where's my construction corner? I just wanted to give everyone a heads up. We'll do the next couple weeks, and then we may take a break for a week. Again, a big thank you to Linkus Construction, who's been really working hard, making sure we hit our deadlines for life cycle events, for the annual meeting, and of course for the high holidays in 2025. A big thank you to our co-chairs, and especially a big thank you who has already made commitments to the Vision 2026 campaign. Much more about how you can be a participant in the campaign coming up over the next 2 weeks, so please be on the lookout for that. Other than that, look forward to seeing all of you soon. Most importantly, next Thursday, we have Purim here on campus beginning at 6:30. It's going to be a great Wizard of Oz themed Purim. I invite you and your family to come join us. We do have babysitting for the kids should you want to bring them with you. 6:30 p.m. start time, appetizers, and then an amazing immersive Megillah reading as well. So please make sure you come out a week from this Thursday for that event. As always, every Friday night, 52 weeks a year, we have Shabbats. They're always meaningful. I encourage you to come out for that. Or anytime you're in the area, please stop by. If I'm here, I'd be happy to show you around what we have going and simply just meet you. So again, Mark Gallner, wishing you and your family well and looking forward to seeing you soon.